Okay, here we are on Farming Simulator 25, and we are on one of the newer maps. It's an American map. It's the Iowa Plains map. And if you are having trouble selling land, 29, Farmland 13, and Farmland 19, I am going to tell you what you need to do to sell it. And that would be go into your construction mode, and you're going to go into demolition mode, and it's the same on all three properties. There, we'll just back out and go down this way a little bit. And I'd have never thought that you'd had to do this to sell a piece of property, but let me find some here. Right here it is. Guardrails. That is what will keep you from selling those three pieces of property. Now, I own this property here, but I'm not sure about what it's going to let me sell or not because I haven't harvested the soybeans off of it. But for Farmland 29, I'll show you where it is that you need to pull the guardrails off of. You will start right here in this corner by this sign, and you'll remove all the guardrails clear down this straightaway to the end of the property. Actually, I went a little farther than the end of the property, but to here. And then you'll be able to sell this farmland right here, Farmland 29. And for Farmland 19, you'll also be removing guardrails from it. And I removed the guardrails, and it still wouldn't let me sell it. Then I looked and seen that the property extends over to across the road. So you will remove the guardrails from down here all the way back up to the bridge here. But this property also extends across the road to here, down in here actually. So you also have to remove all the guardrails on both sides of the road on Farmland 19 or 13, I can't remember, all the way down to here. And then you'll be able to sell this piece of land right here. Now, some saying the tower, you cannot remove the tower, you cannot sell the tower. There is an apple up in the tower though, a collectible that you can go up in the tower and get. But you do not remove the tower. So, if you're reading that and you're trying to get that tower out of there and it's still not working, well, it's not working because you can't do it. Come down here and remove the guardrails on both sides of the road. And for the other piece of property, you will also be removing guardrails from it as well in order to sell it. And I'll show you where the guardrails are on it. You will start removing guardrails from down around in here, all the way up to the end of the property up here. And as you see right there, it's where I started. And that will allow you to be able to sell this farmland right here as well. And to be sure on the numbers, I'll go back into the farmland. Okay, it's Farmland 19 you have to sell the guardrails on. And it is Farmland 13. Now remember, on 13 you got to sell the guardrails on both sides of the road right here in order to sell back Farmland 13. And Farmland 29 is the same way. You're going to go right down the road right here and remove the guardrails right there in order to sell 29. Now imagine if you buy 30, you're going to have to sell the guardrails the rest of the way down through there in order to sell it back. But if you're having trouble selling land on here and it tells you there's an object on here, look and see if there's guardrails anywhere around the property that's on the actual property and remove the guardrails. Now, removing the guardrails sounds rather stupid, and you would think that it would be a fixed object, but evidently it's not. Now you can't sell them. You literally have to go into demolition mode and remove them. So you're not going to get no money out of them, so don't expect money out of them. Just go in your demolition mode, go up to highlight in yellow, and hit your X button to remove. But that is how you sell the farmlands back on Farming Simulator 25 on the Isle of Plains map. Now this is one of my favorite maps, and I didn't have to sell the guardrails on 22, but on 25, it must be something that they've done where you gotta go in and actually remove the guardrails to sell the property. But I just wanted to give you a heads up if you're having trouble. I wanted to let you know what you needed to do to sell this property, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Y'all have a good day.